Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Unfortunately, we are now falling lower again, and I just want to say that I was very accurate on this prediction. I mentioned in my two previous videos, first of all, that there were signs that we're going to see a pullback, and then in my next video, I mentioned how we got some random run up out of nowhere, and that just isn't normal, right? We don't just get random run ups like that for no reason, and that manipulation was likely at hand, which could mean that we were in a potential bull trap, meaning that we thought it was a bullish move, but it ends up being a trap where we end up falling lower again, and that's exactly what happened. So over the past 24 hours, pretty big crypto fall. A lot of cryptos down about 6-7%. Ethereum getting hit even a bit harder here since it was at the forefront of one of the hacks that we saw yesterday, which was that Bancor was part of a $23.5 million hack. Most of that was Ethereum. Then got into some drama by people saying that in fact it wasn't decentralized since Bancor is able to freeze or lose customer funds, which is true, and that created some added drama. So these hacks are never good, especially in times like this where the market isn't the strongest. It can even have an amplified effect. So we're gonna have to take this as it comes. Hacks in cryptocurrencies are common, but you do have to realize Bancor was a pretty important protocol involved in many other projects. And it is what it is, right? We're going to take this as it comes, but it definitely affected the market here. Now, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and check out my technical analysis master course. I have a very limited amount of 5 discount codes for 50% off. You can use the code TRT500 and you'll save $500 for free off the normal price of the course. So if you're interested in that, like I said, it's very limited. Probably going to run out of those coupon codes by the next day or two. So take advantage. Link to that in the description of this video. And with that being said, we're going to jump into the actual technical analysis now. We're going to start off first with Bitcoin and see what's going on. So Bitcoin is back below its short-term uptrend line. We're now in this range between $6,000 and $6,800. At this point, I think that we are most likely going to come and test $6,000. We have a little bit of support at $6,300, but since we just broke out of the downtrend line, I think that we're going back towards $6,000. And then we're really just going to have to hope that we don't go back below that, right? Because if we do, that's going to put us back in play for a move down to $5,000 or even $4,500. So no one could have predicted this hack, but there were signs of some manipulation, not normal stability, right? The indicators were weak, then we got that random run up, and now look at what happens. It was just a big bull trap. We're falling lower again. We did get a nice test of our resistance level. We may come back and test it, in a week or two, but first we're gonna have to test $6,000, I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Ethereum. And like I said, Ethereum was the cryptocurrency that got the biggest loss here out of the hack, since it was the cryptocurrency that got the biggest amount stolen, right? I believe about $12.5 million worth of Ethereum. So a lot of selling volume, indicators falling back now. Now, what's really bad here with Ethereum is we actually broke towards the downside of our symmetrical triangle formation, which is never a good sign. Now, if we're able to quickly get back in, we'll have avoided too much drama, but now we're in this range between $419 and $451. Any move below $419 will likely push us down to $361. So we'll wait and see over the next few days. Like I said, the bullish scenario here is that we get a pretty quick bounce, hopefully above $451 or even back into the symmetrical triangle formation. If that doesn't happen, we're going to get a little bit of consolidation here and may even fall below $419, which would lead to much more downside. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin next, see what's going on. Litecoin is also falling back down. Looks like it's aiming for that $74 mark. We also have support at $70. Likely going to be testing, one or two or even both of those levels. A lot of selling volume here. I think that we are for probably a test of $70 at this point, and then we want to make sure we stay above that to avoid going down to $50. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Nano. Right now we can see that Nano is trying to climb back a bit higher. It temporarily dipped below 35,000 Satoshis. So still in this range now between that and 40,000 Satoshis. But we'll see, if the crypto markets start weakening again, we'll likely drop below 35,000 Satoshis. And any move below 30,000 Satoshis will probably lead to a move towards 20,000 Satoshis. So we do have to be careful here. But for now, we are still range bound for the Nano chart. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Ripple, and see what's going on. So going over the Bittrex chart, we can see that Ripple is falling back lower, has some support at around 44 dollars. With that being said, very likely to test $40 again. And indicators weakening. We can see the RSI dipping slightly below the uptrend line again. So we'll see, right? Definitely some weakness here. For now, we are still range bound between 40 cents and 50 cents, but any move below 40 cents is going to push us lower, right? And the next stop after 40 cents is unfortunately 30 cents. So, that'll bring us back to our pre-breakout area, which I have mentioned that it would be a logical area for us to retest, right? So we'll wait and see, but if we end up breaking below 40 cents, it does become pretty likely. Let's go ahead, take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be, let's see, can't forget any of them. So we just went over Ripple. We're now going to go over NEO and then EOS. Let's take a look first at what NEO is doing. So NEO is currently, if I can get to the Bittrex chart here, NEO is falling back lower. Our next support level is at around $30, maybe a little bit lower than that, towards $28. So basically, our next big support level is $26.49. If we move below that, going to be in for more downside, probably towards $20. Indicators definitely taking a pretty big hit here. So we'll have to see if we start turning, pretty bearish. But for now, we are still range bound between $28 and $43. So pretty big range here. That could start tightening up. It definitely looks probable with that lower and upper Bollinger Band contracting towards the price. Let's go ahead and take a look at EOS now, see what's going on. So EOS is just dropped below 12,000 Satoshis. Important support level there. And unfortunately, we do have some support at around 10,000 Satoshis, but I think we're in for a retest of our uptrend line over here, which would probably be around 10,000 or maybe 9,500 Satoshis. So yeah, I think we're probably going to test our uptrend line here. It is good because it will clear out some weakness, but we definitely need to remain above our uptrend line for any type of bullish momentum to continue, right? And right now we're back to downtrending in the short term. So I'll go ahead and extend this downtrend line and even the shorter term one, so you get an idea of the little symmetrical triangles that we're in. Likely going to come up towards, right below 10,000 Satoshis. And then if we get a bounce off the uptrend line, we'll probably be heading next towards 11,800 Satoshis. Let's go ahead, take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be, let's see, next up is Stellar Lumens, and take a look at what's going on. So going over the Binance chart, we can see that Stellar is right on top of its 3,000 Satoshi support level. Bollinger Band's contracting towards the price. That will help with some support. We do have quite a bit of selling volume here, struggling to move higher on the indicators. That definitely leads me to think that we could see a drop down to 2,500 Satoshis. That becomes even more likely if other cryptocurrencies are going to start falling more. So we'll have to wait and see. But over the next day or two, if we do end up dropping below 3,000 Satoshis, that's where we're heading next. It's going to be 2,500 Satoshis. Let's go ahead and take a look at Lisk, see what's going on. So we're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart here. Lisk slowly but surely trickling down alongside its downtrend line. We do have some support at around, let's see, $4.80. Could get some kind of bounce there, but if we're going to fall lower now and below that $4.80, 70 cents support level, we're going to be heading towards $4 next, and a move below that would start pushing us more towards $3 or even $2. So got to be careful here with Lisk. Let's go ahead and see what's happening with our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Cardano, and we're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart. Cardano finally came towards its 2,000 Satoshi support level. That's what I've been saying for the last couple days. Quite a bit of consistent selling volume here. Could it get a bounce in this area? Right, we do have a lot of support here. We have our uptrend line as well, our lower Bollinger Band. But if we move below our uptrend line, we're in for much more downside, right? And it'll actually be kind of worrisome because not much support after that, right? We have a little bit of support at 1,000 Satoshis. After that, I think we're going to be falling right back down to around 500 Satoshis, which is pretty shocking considering the run-up it had. But that's what could happen if we do drop below our uptrend line, which it's kind of the last straw here, right? Because a lot of cryptos are already looking weak. That's going to affect Cardano. So we'll have to wait and see. But over the next couple days, a move below the uptrend line will lead to, probably a test of $1,000. So in for more downside here, potentially. Let's go ahead and take a look at our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update, which is going to be IOTA. IOTA, it's coming up on its uptrend line support, and it's still in the symmetrical triangle formation. Overall, held up better than other cryptocurrencies. But like we've been saying, right, if the market is going to weaken once again, probably not going to be able to remain above our uptrend line, and then that could lead to a drop down to 65 cents or even down to 33 cents to really get back to where our previous base was before all this run up happened. So pretty ugly, but definitely a possibility if we move below our uptrend line. With that being said, if we are able to remain above it, we'll probably, consolidate a little bit and then head back towards $1 before breaking out higher or lower once again. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out my technical analysis master course, limited time only, 50% discount. Thanks for watching. See you next time.